And both teams going through their pregame rituals, getting loose well before we're underway. Welcome, everyone. Thanks. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Gobert is out there with Randall, and it's Conley in at the point guard position. From the inbound, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Luka Doncic.
I like seeing Conley look for his shot because it puts defenses in compromising situations.
And so Mike Conley nails both of them.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Doncic kicks to LeBron. Gobert with the block. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's foul number 2 for him.
And they're going to have to think about sitting him out. I mean, that's his second foul here in less than a minute.
The Lakers making a switch here. Vincent's checked in.
And the slam. If Rudy gets that ball anywhere near the rim, he is going to finish.
You know, Coach, what more can you ask? The reigning 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert.
Well, Kevin, since you asked, his impact in the playoffs hasn't always been the same as during the regular season. That's got to be the next step.
Edwards' shot is good.
Just a ferocious play by Edwards. Taking the contact, but staying committed to his finish.
He's the pass to LeBron. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Jaden McDaniels.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Lakers making a switch here. Doncic is checked in.
The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer.
And there it is for him.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Here's McDaniels. Reeves with the rebound.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
The 3 for Doncic. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Doncic against Conley. Back to McDaniel. Here's Randall. Takes the 12-footer and hits.
And we've seen Randall add a three-point shot. However, this is the area of the court he's most comfortable, that mid-range.
A nice shot by Doncic.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Oh, here's Edwards. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Doncic against Edwards. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 4. Pass to Randall. Misses from short range. Lakers have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Doncic kicks to James. Out to Doncic. 5 on the clock. Over Edwards. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
Oh, nice touch on Luka's mid-range there. The product of a lot of practice time and natural talent.
Here's Conley. There's the drive. And the rejection by LeBron. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Mike Conley's leadership is huge for the Wolves. Rudy Gobert says his presence on the court, but especially in the locker room, is invaluable. Coach Chris Finch said he's given us everything and more. Conley says to have this kind of trust from everyone is why I'm here. This is what I'm supposed to do. Kevin?
He is a class act. David, thanks. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Making some changes here for the Lakers. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Hachimura. Connect comes in for Austin Reeves. And it's Gabe Vincent in for Luka Doncic. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Alexander Walker's checked in. Now here's Conley. McDaniels gets a wide open look. Drains the three-pointer.
And Conley is just so unselfish. He's very willing to give the ball up if it means setting up a teammate.
Vincent, the pass to LeBron. Count that one. James has got 8 points.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Handle outside. He takes it in. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Randall's never been one to back down from physical play inside, and he's not going to start now.
Last year, Coach, as you know, the Timberwolves making it to the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, that equaled their deepest run in team history, dropping that series to the Mavs. Minnesota has never been to the finals, one of 5 franchises who've yet to get there.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Hachimura is checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Austin Reeves comes in for Connect. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Vincent. Here's DiVincenzo. Following the basket by LeBron James.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
Here's Reed. It's rebounded by Hayes.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Gets the three-pointer to fall. He has 7.
And we know Doncic has limitless range, but for him, it's about becoming more consistent from deep.
Pass to DiVincenzo. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And sometimes there's just nothing you can do against Doncic. He's terrific at keeping his focus on the rim. I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
The Timberwolves have looked good at the line. They're perfect in 4 attempts. That free throw, no good. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Miller's checked in for Randall, and Anthony Edwards subbed in for Clark. For Los Angeles, they've gone 8 of 14 from the field in the first quarter. Here's Doncic. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
What determination from Doncic, pushing his shot through despite some stiff defense to draw the foul.
All free throws good from Doncic. Minnesota's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. And here's Edwards from the arc. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And this group reaching a major milestone this season, notching their 50th win in their last game.
Hey, you love to ensure a winning season, and most NBA teams, even great ones, consider this a major accomplishment.
It's been all about Luka Doncic for Los Angeles. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. Back to the action in just a minute. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, they've got Dante DiVincenzo. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Reed. Then there's Anthony Edwards. And it's Garza in at the center position. Now here's DiVincenzo. He has 6. Pass to Alexander Walker. Reed kicks to DiVincenzo. Off target with his three.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Reeves gets the bucket. Dan, you've been on the bench in the NBA for many decades. What were some of your biggest pet peeves as a coach?
Oh my gosh, Kevin, that would be a long list. But the two biggest would be this. I think number one, anytime there was a lack of effort, not running back on defense, things like that, that I had a hard time tolerating. And then mental breakdowns, things we had prepared for over and over and over again, and then guys just zone out and forget what they're supposed to do. Those were things that were hard to tolerate.
Especially when you would take such care in preparing them in every way. It's got to be just excruciating.
Frustrating as heck.
Timberwolves trail by 5. No one near them. Vanderbilt with the rebound.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Timberwolves have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Here's Alexander Walker. Wide open shot is on the money. And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Some changes for the Lakers. Hachimura is checked in for Vanderbilt. LeBron comes in for Connect. And Goodwin subbed in for Gabe Vincent. Rudy Gobert is checked in for the Timberwolves. Mike Conley comes in for Alexander Walker.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Oh, LeBron's just too strong inside.
And making it look easy, LeBron overwhelms the defense inside.
Outside Edwards. Now Reed hasn't made one yet.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Timberwolves trail by 3.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
Reeves the pass to James. And they double up James. No one near Reeves as he lets it go. Traps in the tray. Reeves has got 7 points here in this quarter. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniel said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. And it's a great finish!
Oh my gosh.
And what an explosive finisher LeBron is, rocking the rim whenever he goes up like that.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Shake Milton is checked in for the Lakers. And then for Minnesota, Julius Randle comes in for Reed. And it's McDaniels in for Edwards. To the left wing. Randle against Hachimura. That one's in there. The Lakers lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Randle.
And how about the touch there inside? And that's where Randle likes to get the ball, and you can see why.
Not only is he putting up the numbers, but he's doing it at a very efficient rate, exactly when his team needs it.
Yes, that goes in.
It's always a positive thing for this offense when Conley puts pressure on him.
Here's James. Oh, James absorbed the hit on the drop.
But what a half he's had. He has completely warped the shape of this game with his hot shooting.
Here's Conley. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%. And we've got an injury out on the floor. Very unfortunate as always, guys. Don't like to see this.
And that's the one thing you just really can't control or even guard against, and that's injury.
Yeah, teams do everything they can to protect against it, but at this point, all you can do is hope he's not gone for too long.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And Dillingham subbed in for Mike Conley.
The all-around game of Doncic is impressive. A walking triple-double threat every night.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. No good on the second free throw. And Randall has got the ball here for Minnesota, trailing by 4. And again, it's Minnesota.
That's just poor defense there. You can't give up these kind of looks from the mid-range.
Pass to Hachimura. Doncic left side. Outside, James. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. LeBron's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
That's a big night for LeBron. I mean, what's new?
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And here is McDaniel. Here's Alexander Walker. And it's denied. James in the post. He's got 21. And he banks in the layup.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
With 1 on the clock. And so it's Los Angeles, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. It's been a clinic out there by James.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
And now David Aldridge has an update for us on Mike Conley. What's the news, David?
Well, guys, I had a moment to catch up with Minnesota's head athletic trainer. Now, he told me that it's a knee sprain, and it's definitely painful, but it's fortunate it wasn't worse. They're going to keep him off the court for the time being, and they don't rule out the possibility that he'll have to miss a few more games as a result. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Hopefully everything works out for him. Outside, the wings are Reeves and James. Rui Hachimura out there with Jackson Hayes. And it's Doncic in at the 1. That's the Laker 5.
So tenacious on the attack. LeBron isn't bothered by a little contact on that drive.
Randall dishes to McDaniels. Jacks up a 3. Another miss by Minnesota.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Back to James. Reeves outside. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. LeBron's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And this is who James is, a guy who's always looking to pass it and involve his teammates.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. 90 seconds now into the second half. Pass to McDaniels. Gobert with a screen for McDaniel. And he stays with it. Back to Randall. Over in the corner, Edwards. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Timberwolves trail by 14. Here's McDaniels. He gets it in there. McDaniels got 5 now.
Well, defensively, all eyes are on Edwards, and that creates opportunities for others.
And despite his young age, Coach Van Gundy, Anthony Edwards' leadership qualities growing day by day.
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot of it's because he is great at both ends of the court. Confident, charismatic, upbeat. He's learning that delicate balance between taking over a game and bringing his teammates along for the ride.
They get it again. Randall lays it up off the glass. He's got 10.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Randall. Got a piece of it. The Timberwolves shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. And he makes the first. All right, Stan, hypothetical situation. Down 1, shot clock is off. If you could pick anyone in the NBA, who do you want taking that shot?
Well, I'm going to go back in time a little bit, Kevin. The guy who really made my career for me as a head coach. I'm taking Dwayne Wade. He was the best that I ever saw. Not only did he have the ability to make clutch shots, he managed the game clock as well as anybody I've ever seen.
The situation was never too big for him, was it?
Never was, and he's so smart in addition to being as talented as he was. Well, you can see that Edwards isn't trying to do it all on his own. He's also looking for shots for others out there.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Yep, that one goes in there.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Doncic outside. Shoots over DiVincenzo. And it's Doncic missing. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Timberwolves. DiVincenzo kicks to Randall. Alexander Walker passes to Gobert. 2 for 3, Edwards. That shot is off.
Talk about hurting your team. I mean, he just can't get anything to go out there.
It's up a 3, and that's good. Austin Reeves for 3. Reeves has got 2 now from beyond the arc in the 3rd for the Lakers. Pass to DiVincenzo. It's Edwards on the wing. Alexander Walker with the ball. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Alexander Walker's got 5. James with it, picked up by Edwards. LeBron passes to Hayes. That shot, no good. Timberwolves trail by 9. Randall outside. Pass to Alexander Walker. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. For Minnesota, they have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts, and he knocks down the first one. And Los Angeles with some changes. Dorian Finney-Smith checked in for Hayes. Vanderbilt comes in for Rui Hachimura. And it's Connect in for James. And then for Minnesota, Reed comes in for Gobert. And it's Clark in for Edwards. Vanderbilt the pass to Reeves. From outside, off the mark. Minnesota's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got his 4th assist in this one. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here's DiVincenzo. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Now that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard, that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. The Timberwolves made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10. The throw drops for DiVincenzo.
Shooting for Minnesota.
And so DiVincenzo nails both of them. The Lakers with the ball. 9-point game. Reeves outside. Lets it go from deep. That shot off. It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Lakers. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. Right back after this break. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Timberwolves trail by 9. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. Joe Ingles is out there with Clark. Then it's Dillingham. Then there's Reed. And it's Edwards in at the shooting guard. Reeves can't hit. Minnesota shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. For 3, Edwards. Hachimura grabs the miss. Hachimura's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Doncic, forcing his way inside. Doncic.
Guys, you never know what you'll see when you're watching Luka Doncic. His offensive creativity is through the roof.
Edwards with it. Reed with a screen for Clark. To the left side wing. Outside Edwards. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Reeves. Edwards with another miss.
Well, he's just not himself right now. He's getting decent opportunities like this one, but just failing to convert.
He gets that one.
And nice touch from the inside. I'm a fan of when LeBron just burrows his way inside and takes advantage.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away. And right now, Miller's checked in for the Timberwolves. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. Now, his tone was pretty serious. He said, you guys need to prove you're in this. No one else can do it for you. Time to pour on the gas. We'll see if that fire gets lit, guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated.
Well, it doesn't get any easier than this. They'll take these shots every time.
Here's Doncic. Luka blows right through the contact.
Once Doncic gets inside with the ball, he's halfway there. Then he just uses his strength to finish the job.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. The shot missing. Fires from deep. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. LeBron's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And Doncic used to creating kind of a luxury for him to simply catch and shoot.
Offensive rebound. Tries yet again. No good at the rim.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Timberwolves trail by 16. At the elbow, Edwards. Rebounded by the Lakers. Hachimura's got 6 rebounds in the game. Fires for 3. Rebound, Minnesota. The numbers in their favor. And here we go. Shots good by Miller.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Good on the triple. Doncic has got a pair of 3s here in the fourth quarter for Los Angeles. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Trailing by 17. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He knows every possession is critical now. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, LeBron James.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. A nice shot by McDaniel. Lakers leading by 15. Doncic outside. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Here's Hayes. Goes back up. Out to Doncic. It's stolen by DiVincenzo. Here's McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniel.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
DiVincenzo against Doncic. Shoots over DiVincenzo. And the Lakers turn it over again. LeBron's checked in for connect. 1:41 left here in the fourth quarter. Edwards against Reeves. From deep. It's rebounded by Hayes. Hayes has got 7 rebounds in the game. DiVincenzo against Doncic. From deep, Reeves. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Reeves has got 11 points here in just the second half. And the foul called on Austin Reeves. That's his first foul.
Second team.
Here is Edwards. Looking to get back on track here. And finished off by Edwards.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Lakers.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for LeBron.
Well, he was the catalyst for them tonight. Played a great all-around game, and you could see his teammates feeding off his energy.
Minnesota's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Edwards with another miss. Doncic against McDaniel. It's stolen by Randall. 36 seconds left in the fourth. And Gobert kicks to DiVincenzo. And they pick up 2.
Love the pass there from Gobert. Always nice when your big man feeds his teammates.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Hits it from three-point range. Doncic has got 41.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
And here is Doncic. Puts up a deep 3. No good. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, David.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Here with Luca. You got...
Thanks so much, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us tonight on 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.